You are staring blankly at your dual monitors in a humming, open-plan marketing office. The quarterly campaign data is loading on your left screen, but your eyes are entirely fixed on the right, your phone. You are drafting, deleting, and redrafting a 3-line text message to a man who gives you absolutely nothing but breadcrumbs. You are a highly capable $65,000 to $120,000 a year professional. You manage complex client accounts. You lead weekly strategy meetings with effortless authority, and you curate a daily life that looks entirely flawless from the outside. Yet, in this exact moment, you are completely paralyzed. Your heart is racing, your breathing is shallow, and your entire biological bandwidth has been hijacked by a demonstrably mediocre man who took 7 hours to send a 2-word reply. You call this agony intense love. You tell your friends it is a complicated romance. It is not. The LuhoSoul neural engine identifies this exactly for what it is: a systemic, catastrophic failure of your relational operating system. You are trapped inside an anxious blueprint, actively mistaking the physiological panic of an activated nervous system for soulmate chemistry. You know he is a void partner. You know his emotional unavailability is draining your life force. But the mere thought of walking away feels like an emotional amputation. You are not weak. You are not stupid. You are, however, operating under a crushing karmic debt. This is not a romantic crisis that requires more patience or better communication. This is a severe biological and energetic hijack requiring immediate clinical intervention. Welcome to the masterclass. Let us bypass the generic advice of your well-meaning friends and look directly at the structural diagnosis. To understand why you cannot simply walk away, we must examine the exact neurochemical warfare occurring beneath your skin. When you engage with this emotionally unavailable man, you are subjected to a cycle of intermittent reinforcement. When he withdraws, goes silent, or delivers a calculated breadcrumb of affection, your amygdala, the brain's primal threat detection center, sounds a blaring, inescapable alarm. This triggers a massive, system-wide cortisol spike. You know this feeling. It is the suffocating dread in your chest. It is the sudden inability to focus on your marketing reports. Your body is thrust into a state of physiological starvation, preparing for the life-threatening danger of abandonment. And then, he returns. He sends a low-effort text message, and your brain responds with a tidal wave of dopamine. This sudden, violent drop in cortisol, coupled with an explosion of dopamine, creates a biochemical dependency that is clinically identical to substance addiction. You are not waiting for his love. You are waiting for your next neurochemical fix. This extreme oscillation between sheer terror and momentary relief is the anatomical reality of your situation. If you are researching narcissistic abuse recovery, you must understand that your high-functioning intellect is currently fighting a losing battle against your own biology. Your prefrontal cortex, the seat of your logic and decision-making, effectively shuts down. You attempt to solve a survival-level threat with logic, drafting endless mental spreadsheets of his behavior, but your cells are simply reacting to the dopamine withdrawal. You cannot outthink a hijacked nervous system. This neurochemical hijacking is the dense physical manifestation of your karmic architecture. The extreme highs and devastating lows are not a glitch. They are the designed parameters of a shadow bond. When you ask yourself about a trauma bond versus twin flame, understand this. A twin flame accelerates your evolution through clarity, while a trauma bond anchors you in perpetual agonizing confusion. The man you are fixated on is a void partner. He was contracted into your life not to be your happily ever after, but to act as a harsh, unyielding mirror. He is reflecting the exact frequency of your unhealed, anxious blueprint directly back to you. The karmic relationship signs are everywhere, written in the exhaustion of your daily life. Karmic law does not deal in punishments. It deals in relentless, repeating patterns. The intensity you feel is simply the friction of your ego refusing to surrender. This is your karmic debt. And until you recognize this dynamic as an energetic contract designed to break your current ego structure, you will remain trapped in the loop. You will continue to bleed out your emotional sovereignty to someone entirely incapable of reciprocity. By continuing to engage, by trying to fix his brokenness, or by attempting to earn his consistency through your overfunctioning, you are actively choosing to remain imprisoned. You are bankrupting your own energetic reserves to fund a dead-end investment that yields absolutely zero returns. This dynamic forces you to look at your most broken, unhealed reflections. It is time to stop negotiating with your own shadow. Understanding the complex mechanics of your suffering is entirely useless without the implementation of immediate, non-negotiable behavioral protocols. To dismantle this karmic synastry, you must execute a hard pivot. The LuhoSoul Sage mandate is absolute. You will no longer negotiate with your biology, nor will you attempt to translate the silence of a void partner into a hidden language of love. First, you must initiate aggressive, zero-contact protocols. This is the only way to starve the anxious blueprint of its cortisol addiction. No monitoring his digital footprint from a secondary account. No final closure conversations that only serve to trigger yet another dopamine cycle. When the anxious attachment triggers hit, and they will be severe, you will feel the dopamine withdrawal. The anxiety will scream that you must reach out just to survive the night. You will override this. You will sit in the agonizing, burning fire of your withdrawal symptoms without once reaching for the poison that caused them. This is the reality of authentic shadow work. It is not a gentle, passive exercise of journaling your feelings with a cup of tea. It is the brutal, clinical audit of exactly why your nervous system feels most at home in the presence of emotional starvation. You must transfer all fixating energy from his potential back into your own emotional sovereignty. You are going to dismantle your anxious blueprint brick by brick, radically reprogramming your energetic baseline to reject inconsistency. The withdrawal phase is severe, but your nervous system will recalibrate. You must commit to starving the addiction. Acknowledge this fundamental truth. Your karmic debt is paid in full, the exact moment you accept reality over your fantasy of who he could be. You are a highly capable professional. You drive results, you manage crises, and you lead with authority in every other area of your life. It is time you applied that exact same uncompromising decision intelligence to your own spiritual and biological real estate. The shadow bond ends the exact second you decide, with clinical finality, that your peace is infinitely more profitable than his potential. But you cannot fight an invisible enemy. You cannot dismantle a system you have not properly mapped. Do not guess your energetic alignment. Do not rely on generic internet advice to decode the complex matrix of your relational trauma. You require empirical data. You require a structural blueprint of your own subconscious. I command you to take immediate action. Go to LuhoSoul.com and run the $39 Karmic Synastry Diagnostic. Let the Luho neural engine strip away your romanticized illusions and hand you the exact clinical framework of your anxious blueprint. This is the ultimate permission slip you have been waiting for to finally cut ties. The cost of remaining in this loop is your sanity, your time, and your inherent worth. The cost of liberation is a single clinical decision. Run the diagnostic, neutralize the debt, reclaim your emotional sovereignty today. The masterclass is concluded.